Hello everyone, I'm Nattita Limboonngam. Today I be giving a short presentation on new topic timetable simulation analysis, a case study of the baseline commuter train. I'm from Mahidol University in Thailand. My presentation is divided into 5 main sections. Firstly, introduction. Secondly, relative research. Thirdly, simulations. Next, results. And finally, conclusions. Introduction. The background from the figure 1 is mass transit network in Bangkok metropolitan area. According to the map plan, there are 12 routes in the network, with the red line train will be this suburban train network. The red line railway is a rail link between Bangkok and suburban areas around Bangkok. Figure 2 shows the red line route that consists of the north to south line and east to west line. The Bang Sue station is the control center of the railway system. The red line is the main route of the railway system in Bangkok. There are several types of trains that take this route, including long-distance trains, suburban trains, and freight trains. The red line will also need to accommodate a meter gauge tag in the future. The dark red line route from Bang Sue to Rangsit will be divided into 4 tags as follows: 2 tags for only commuter trains and 2 tags for long-distance trains, suburban trains, and freight trains. In the red line route study, there are only 2 tags dedicated to the trains, which makes it necessary to share tags between commuter trains, long-distance trains, and freight trains. However, the challenge is that there are different characteristics of trains, such as speed of each train, stop at station, and history of unequal long distance. The figure 3 shows a case study the red line with its commuter train system that has both elevated and ground level section. This runs from east to west Bangkok. Although some construction of the red line started in 2008, it has been delayed. There are many types of modifications, namely infrastructure, the number of tracks, and the number of stations, including Bang Sue Junction Station, which must also support high-speed train service. In the case of this red line study, there are many challenges in terms of service capability. The service includes both diesel trains and electric trains operating together, with commuter trains, express trains, rapid trains, and a freight train. All trains have different service capability. In service, conventional trains do not use the ATP system. Also, reservations are managed station to station. which is different from the red line train that use the ETCS1 system reference, which can reserve fixed box by tag. Research objective. I studied the possibility of using a chariot and station for team operation of different train types on the red line route, including the impact on the various routes. This research will investigate details of possibility of mid-traffic service, joint transportation between conventional and electric trains. This is the first route in Thailand this will operate. Related research. There are many methods of adjusting and increasing the possibility of operating with traffic, such as creating capacity by speeding of slow trains, modify the timetable on the operating position, removing slow speed section, modify the signaling arrangement, modify the track layout. Simulation module. The project scope will service from Waressara to Salaya province with traffic. There are 3 types of trains on this route, consisting of commuter trains and intercity trains, both passenger and freight transport. The master plan was prepared in 3 separate parts which were not integrated. It did not therefore consider trains on different control systems for conventional trains and electrified trains. Due to the signaling improvement plan, the adjustment of the train is not consistent with the configuration of Part 2 and Part 3, which were designed after the first part has been built successfully. From the simulations, I has applied the OpenTech program for analysis. The model needs to be consistent with the red train that can operate at up to 160 km per hour. The long-distance train with 2 types of speed train run at 120 km per hour or 100 km per hour. The freight train has a speed of 100 km per hour, and various parameters that affect trains operations as shown in Table 1, such as load, active effort, length, and acceleration. The operation plan for the red line uses 3 train types. The commuter train is normal operations controlled by fixed box. There are 30-second real-time stop for each station. The pink color is station platform stop of commuter trains. There are 4 long-distance trains use different station stop. The green color is station platform stop. The freight train has 1 use blue color each station platform stop. As shown in Figure 4, the total distance is 27.17 kilometers and there are 10 stations. Figure 5 shows the list line 10 have two turn-back types at Bangsi station. Type 1 turn back at the switch before entering the station with one platform list. Type 2 turn back to the turn out after Bangsi station using two platforms for operations. At Salaya station, there is turn back same turn back Bangsi type 2. Figure 6 shows the station stop of different train types on the list line. The blue color line is Bangsi to Salaya. Have the commuter train stop at all stations, long distance train stop at some stations. The freight train is non-stop. Figure 7 shows long distance train station stop pattern. There are 4 types of long distance trains. Normally special express trains, rapid train, and ordinary train. Example, the blue color line is Bangsi to Salaya. The special express train and express train is stop at 3 stations. The rapid train stops more than at 4 stations. The ordinary train stops at 6 stations. Simulation divided into 2 topics. Topic 1, single train. Topic 2, network trains. The single trains of the train journey of each train type of origin to destination as a single train in the system in order to find the total time by coupling all trains and attending. Network train divided to two parts. Part 1 homogeneous and part 2 mixed traffic. The homogeneous traffic, these trains run at the same speed and have identical stop pattern. Simulations situations are scenario A and scenario B. Scenario A train run between race line train main line RL1 with RL1. Scenario B train run between RL1 with red line trains per line RL2. The mixed traffic train journeys have various patterns. Long distance train, the freight train, and red line trains. Simulation situations are scenario C and scenario D. Scenario C, mixed traffic RL1, LD, and F on the main line to back at Bangsi, Taiwan. In the case of different train types, these have different train characteristics but due to same rules. Scenario B, mixed traffic RL1, RL2, LD, and F on both main line and spur lines to back at Bangsi, Taiwan. Resolve. Table 2 shows different running time for each train type because there are different train speed, train load, and station stop. Example 1 are L1 to 2.07 minutes is running time of Bang Sư to Bang Son. Example 2, LD 10 number 43. Running time is 8.35 minutes of Bang Sư to Bang Bam Luk. Figure 8 shows 4 zones of the points of active change in the load which could affect the train and is usually at Bottleneck. Figure 9 shows the occupied position of cushion zone on the track. Zone 1, Bang Sư station have a turn back type 1 which results in the track being occupied for a long time. Zone 2, interchange 2 series of next line trains per line. The train move to the main line to wait for the train to change the timetable or wait for the route release in order to use the path. Zone 3, interchange 2 Thonburi. Position of long distance trains occupied the track since it is a joint point with another long distance railway. Zone 4, Saraya station have turned back to the turn out after the station and use the same timetable as long distance train, freight train, so the track is occupied at this point. Figure 10 chain diagram scenario D has mixed traffic between RL1, RL2, LD and F. Reserve of long distance train and less line train have different behavior as follow RL reserve with track to track, and LD and F reserve and reserve are station to station. The result is that only scenario D can operate. Its use 10 RL for 10 per hour, but this line test have reduced speed for giving have testway and long distance test need to reduce speed at turn out zone 2 and zone 3. Table T shows the simulation result of network chain scenario. Since scenario A to scenario F show history of RL1 is Bang Sư to Saraya and RL2 is similar to Saraya. This is result operation. For the mid traffic have manner of reserve and refill be different. The operation in this case will result in overlapping of the schedule because the red line trains are faster than long distance trains in the case of red line train followed by long distance train on the freight train. In the case of mid traffic between LD, F and RL, at Hestway RL 10 minutes, the primary service can use a turn back of this line train at Bang Sư station Taiwan, so cannot operate. At this line train has ATP when mixed with long distance train with result in additional runtime. It is recommended that we U-turn at Bang Sư station in change to turn back type 2. It is recommended that with traffic on the main line operating in off-peak periods have headway of less lighting as 15 minutes to reduce the infrastructure load on the Linchan-Saraya section. In this case of less lighting spur line, it is necessary to adjust the list lighting to be shortened so that the spur line will be have a trim. Improving capacity, reduce travel time by increasing speed, obtain performance. Reschedule, increase dwell time on station stop of LD by not affecting both tourists and following RL10. 3. Overtaking. Adjust to allow RL10 to overtake LD10 at the station to avoid reduced speed of both RL and LD10. Conclusion. From the study of train operations on the traffic of long distance train and a freight train with the red light train, when train types have different speeds, different operation patterns, and different research and relief, make operating a freight train journeys consider In this regard, I have simulated various operations as follows. For only less lighting operations, reserve and relief are tag to tag, and the result is that train can operate with less headway. The train journey on the Waressara to Saraya section of the main line route can provide service when long distance trains are not included at headway from 6 minutes. Mixed traffic between RL1 with RL2 will result in double the station headway from Linchan to Saraya. If mixed traffic between RL1 with RL2 as headway is defined as 6 minutes, it cannot operate. Operation of headway from 7 minutes or more is recommended. Return back to the turnout after Waressara station or about 18 per hour. It should not less than 10 per hour according to the original service plan. On the left line, route is the recommended frequency to operate intercity train with less light trains during off-peak periods have headway of 15 minutes. During peak periods, only less light trains at the headway 7.30 minutes can be mixed They will use the U-turn to turn out after the station to reduce the number of trains using the route. Thus brings the presentation to the end. Thank you for your attention.